I want to say a few things just before we'll do the gathering. Okay, now the gathering with Peter, or the conversation or preaching, whatever it's going to be, will either be held here or at the other shaded place. But meanwhile, I'll take the opportunity to explain further, okay? If you look in that direction, okay, you can see an interesting work of the Germans. The Germans, yes, that famous nation from Europe. See, they came as far as here in 1903. They sent an archaeological delegation led by Professor Schumacher. Now, their idea was to make a surgery to the mount. Once again, to do a surgery to the mount. They wanted to excavate fully the mountain from the upper part to the bottom. Now let's think. If the upper part would be the last stage of usage by ancient people, true? Okay? That's the upper level. When people finally decided to abandon Megiddo forever till modern time, true? So it means that the lower you dig, the more far in time you go, which is true. So they did a huge cut like in a cake, from upper part, you're standing on top of the cake, to the bottom, and here they counted up to 25 different layers of the inside of the cake, that each layer of the cake stands for 1 century. 1 century, look at me, I showed you this timeline, 3,000 years old, and here I should make this gesture showing you that my hand would be the last stage in history, and the bottom of this shaft would be the most ancient time that was discovered in Megiddo. 25 different layers. One of the more interesting facilities that was found is that round podium or stage. Can you see the round stage? Over there, it's an original Cannanite stage that was used for something quite horrific. Remember that when you read the Old Testament, the Israelites were warned all the time, you stay away from Cannanite worshipping. Remember that? Elijah even slain the Baal prophet. Remember that? The question is why? Why to be so cruel to other, we think today, being politically correct, to other people's belief? We should accept everything today, don't we? Yeah. That's the reason why. Because here, when they excavate this stage that was found from Cannanite period, they discovered that one of their practices to worship Baal Shamin, which was the Cannanite god, was to sacrifice little babies. Okay? So now you may understand why all the prophets of the Israelites told them, you stay away from this horrible worshiping. You just worship the one and mighty, which is God. That's interesting, and that was discovered by archaeological excavations, began by the Germans. Okay? Now, Peter is here, true. We will wait for all the others, and he'll talk to you now.